Don't forget to click that subscribe and bell icon to receive a notification each time I upload a new video. I'm having a little sinus trouble this morning, so I'm kind of blocked up and thick around the eyes and nose, and I've got a little bit of a headache that I woke up with, which is normally sinus related. But I've taken some medication. I've got some specific medication just for sinus problems when it does flare up, because it's not uncommon for me to suffer. But it's normally triggered in a change of the weather. So we have had a few nice days over the past 7 days. A few nice days of sunshine, and I have noticed that a lot of the plants in the garden so we've had rain, and then we've had warmth, and then we've had rain, and then we've had warmth. So the garden's kind of triggered and started to spring into life. And as we've been clearing and tidying and doing stuff in the garden, we've noticed that underneath the foliage, the dead foliage of the previous year, all the new growth started to come through. But we've been very careful not to clear the dead foliage out of the way, because we're still not over the danger of frost and snap frost, even though around here most of the hawthorn is in flower, which doesn't normally happen until kind of April-May time. So, and I appreciate we're getting towards the end of March and approaching the beginning of April, but it's still a little bit early. So everything this year seems to have just started to kick into life just that tad bit earlier. Now my daffodils in the front garden have opened, which I'm extremely grateful for, because they look beautiful, and there's more than last year. So some of the bulbs have divided and have flowered, which again sometimes doesn't happen, because once they divide they normally take a year to store the energy up before they can flower. But there's definitely more in there than I planted last year. So I'm hoping if I can get some more in this year, then by spring next year I'll have double the amount in the front garden at springtime. And of course all the tulips are coming up as well, which is absolutely fantastic. So once the daffodils start to die back, the tulips should then be in full flower. So that'll extend that colour period, if you like, in the front garden for just a little bit longer. So really, really happy with that. So this time last year we'd just entered into lockdown, and we had throughout March and April and May some really nice warm weather, which meant that people didn't mind queuing outside supermarkets to get in, because of, you know, they were restricting access, social distancing and all that kind of stuff. Now that we're coming out of, especially in the UK anyway, things seem to be on track for us to come out of lockdown. The R number is sufficiently low, you know, the number of cases is falling, the number of deaths has dramatically fallen since we've started vaccinating. And I'm not going to get into the issue of vaccinations at the moment, because it's a bit of a contentious issue, but because we've got so many people vaccinated in the UK, the death rate has dropped dramatically, which you can only be thankful for in any situation. And then so things might just start to feel as though they're getting back to normal, which is good. So over the past year there's been quite a lot of things that have changed, things that, you know, we kind of got used to, like wearing masks and working from. We worked from home anyway, but Ian didn't go out at all really last year. He did all his work from home and built up his business on his website. So, you know, there's a lot to be thankful for, and there's a lot with lockdown that I will miss, or there's bits that I'm missing that I won't miss, if you know what I mean. So I won't miss the traffic noise, or I will miss the lack of traffic noise, if that makes sense. During the first lockdown, that background hum that you get in most urban areas of the sound of the traffic in the morning just disappeared. You hardly heard any of it, and you could sit in the garden and it would be the only sound you would hear would be the sound of the bumblebees and the birds tweeting and the occasional child shouting or screaming and dog bark, but that's pretty much it. Since we've started coming out of lockdown, I have noticed that the traffic hum has started getting louder, especially in the morning, as people start to go back to work at rush hour and that kind of thing. So I will miss not having the noise, if that makes sense. And also, one of the things that we have discovered is that Ian and I can be together quite a lot, 24 hours a day in some cases, for quite extended periods of time without killing each other. So that's, you know, I'm grateful for that, finding that out, that we can actually get along. And after 22 years, it's nice to find that out, because, you know, a lot of people in relationships, the only time they ever really spend that amount of time together is possibly, you know, when they're on holiday, or at weekends. They don't spend weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, or at least a year, in each other's pockets. So that's something to be grateful for. I'm also very, very grateful that Mum and Dad have come out of it completely unscathed. If not, like the rest of us, a little bit heavier, because of the lack of exercise and the lack of being able to just get out and do the normal kind of things that you would do. But apart from that, you know, everything seems to be getting back to normal, and I'm grateful that we've managed to come out the other end pretty much unscathed. So,
yeah, you got you in there, don't worry.
Go on then.
Okay, it's running.
Oh. So it's Saturday. Got the mid-month mini mission out of the way this morning in time to do what we did there over this side. So as you can see, we've just got the last two pieces to put on now.
I fell off the ladder.
And I've stabbed him in the arm with a screw. So
yeah.
it's
Fortunately, we've got a circular saw, so I will get me on back before tea time.
So hopefully we're hoping that the weather will hold off until tomorrow, and not rain, so that we can get that painted the same as that as well.
And the shed.
And the shed.
Oh, hang on. Somebody wants to be in on the act. Excuse me.
Who can that be? Shy now, look.
Oh, where's Teddy? All we've heard all afternoon is tap, tap, tap at the window.
Well, it has been out.
It has. So, yeah, that's where we are at the moment.
So, like I said, just got those two pieces to put up now, which are the most trickiest.
Yes.
Because we've got to balance. So hopefully there'll be no falling off. So Mr. Bentley's been guarding the car. Start again. He's been guarding the car while we've been in buying plants for the garden. Yeah, been a good boy, haven't you? You've been a very good boy. Yeah, a very good boy. You're beautiful. Yeah. Got one of those. Go on then. So, are we going to be able to get it in?
I think so.
Or are you going to have to leave me behind?
I need your hand, please.
Yeah, hang on. So, Sunday, we've managed to get all of that new fencing all painted. Ian's just giving the last bit of second coat. Say hello.
Hello.
So the sun stayed really nice. So like I said, we spent 2 or 3 hours yesterday putting all the wood up, and then a coat, and then another coat, and then we're done. Finished. Finito Benito.
We have a new bamboo.
Yes. This all.
Oh. Well, it's £half burger time, isn't it? For our vegetarian friends out there. We are celebrating finishing the fence.
Absolutely beautiful. Fried onions, the burger with the melted cheese, and the mustard and the ketchup. I'm drooling. Oh, I'm literally drooling.
I've not had mine yet. There's mine.
In a home baked baguette, of course. Makes it all worthwhile. So it's about 10 o'clock on Tuesday morning, and we're just filming for the steam kitchen. We're just waiting for the oven to come up to temperature. These are the mini cheese and potato frittatas that we're doing for the steam kitchen video tonight. Also, what we're having for lunch. So, just waiting for the oven to go up to temperature. Then they're going to go in for how long?
They're going in for, I can't remember. I think they're going in for
10 to 12 minutes?
25 to 30 minutes. Man.
25 to 30 minutes. So, once they're done, lunch will be ready. Early, hopefully.
Well, I heard a bit of barking coming from the bedroom, and are you trying to get in bed, sweetheart? Is it not going very well? Can you not get your head down there? He's worn out, look. He's absolutely worn out, bless him. Do you want me to move the pillows for you? Tell me. What do you want? I better move them. And he's decided he's going under there. I'm not letting him get right in. There we are. Oh, it's a hard life. Night-night.
So it's now 5 o'clock, or 2 minutes to 5.
Can't go home yet.
No, we've still got another 2 minutes to go before home time. On Tuesday, 23rd of March, it's a year since lockdown began here in the UK. So we're having our, what did we call it?
Nervous breakdown.
Lockyversary.
Lockyversary, yeah.
So we've had a busy day today. You've already seen we did filming for the steam kitchen this morning. So we did the cheese and potato frittatas, which were delicious, by the way. We had those for lunch. Let me just pull that blind up a little bit.
Oh, bright light, bright light.
Or shall I take it down again? That's better, I know. Light's awful now.
You went to sleep?
No, I'm going to have to open it back up again.
There we are.
Yay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so the frittata that we had for lunch was absolutely delicious. I had mine with some potato salad and coleslaw, and Ian had his
with crisps.
with potato crisps and some ketchup. But yeah,
Classy, mate.
they were very, very enjoyable. So yeah, like I said, busy day. So we did that. So that's now all been edited rendered, uploaded, all the products there ready to go. So the recipe cards are all ready to be downloaded, blah 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 blah, all done. Plus, because Ian was a bit tired, I took over Steampunk Tuesday today, but he still managed to come in and make his presence known. And then, believe it or not, as we were doing the Steampunk Tuesday, which was my converted 2020 diary, we had a delivery of paper. And in the paper delivery, used as packing, would you believe it, 2 more 2020 diaries.
But they're lovely, they're all padded.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But the 2020 diaries are absolutely useless for anything else apart from gutting and turning into another kind of junkish journal.
So I'm going to make a steampunk Sherlock Holmes journal.
There you go, you heard it from the man himself. So anyway, so we've filmed all that, that's all done. I'm just finishing off uploading that to YouTube for that to go live at 7:30 this evening. It's just telling me that it's still running its checks. It says checks are still running, they're taking longer than expected. All these hoops that you've got to jump through now to upload videos to YouTube, it's ridiculous. Anyway, so that's that. So that's the kind of busy day that we've had, non-stop, absolutely. And it's now 1 minute past 5, which means
home time.
It's home time. See you later. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. Thank you.